Bonk. All right. Well, while you're talking about your games, I'm gonna clip my fingernails. If that's okay.
That's just like you. You would do that, wouldn't you?
You would do that. What are you doing
I
to that
don't.
camera?
I'm not 100% sure myself, but it's like a magic trick. It's a magic trick. The tricks are magic. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Extra Live Show. I'm your host, Kyle McCauley. Tonight, with me, as always, I'm joined by the other Kyle Penrod.
Hey!
Hey!
Fuck yeah, that wide!
Yes! I thought of another use for the FYTW.
Yeah.
And fuck you, that's why.
Fuck you, that's why.
It has so many uses.
Nice. That's good. You know I use that, right?
What?
I
Oh,
actually say that.
yeah?
Yeah. Because you
Awesome.
stuck it in my head. It was Inception.
That's how awesome I am. You're welcome.
At Inception.
Yeah, that's how awesome I am. At Inception.
Yep.
Contraception. I'm done.
Contraception. That's the opposite.
So how are you doing this week, Kyle?
Oh, I'm doing okay. Yeah, just okay. I haven't been doing anything, dude. Life's boring in the wintertime, man. I just go to work and then I come home and I go to sleep. So,
Yeah, that's about all I got going here.
yeah, no.
So I will say that we got an action-packed show tonight, I guess, and we'll go ahead and we'll jump right in with what we've been playing.
All right. What have you been playing?
You want to go with this? You ready?
What?
You ready for this?
You don't want me to get into it. We're going to be here for the next 3 hours, damn.
All right. Kick back, relax. So we got a big one this week. I did a lot of homework, wrote down a lot of notes, ready to talk about it.
His little fingers were just typing away.
They really were. I was doped up on painkillers this morning typing this up. So probably just a bunch of run-on sentences, for all I know.
I see punctuation in there. So
yeah, well, punctuation keys are near like letter keys.
they're kind of on the outer edges. Right. They get hit every now and again.
So like I said on the last episode, my lovely wife gave me an Xbox One for Christmas. She let me open it up early and all that. So I've been playing a lot of that the last couple of weeks. And what?
I just thought of something, dude. I just thought, we should record like welcome to the Extra Lives Xbox Edition or some shit.
That's kind of what this episode's gonna be.
Yeah.
In a roundabout sense. Well, why don't you go and give me a sound clip of that? Just give me your best, welcome.
No.
Yeah,
come on. Not live.
Come on.
I gotta get worked up for that one.
All right. After the show,
I can't just belt those out, dude.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry.
So anyway, I've been playing my new nifty Xbox One, and one of the games I got was the Halo Master Chief Collection. And anyway, so I've been fucking powering. I can't talk tonight. I'm sorry. Powering. I've been powering through the Halo series.
I'd like to play the video games.
Thank you for that. I needed that.
Yep.
I've been powering through them, and
not even having fun. I was watching this guy. He was just like, I gotta fuck it. He's like, I gotta win. It's not even fun. I hate this. Just gotta get through it.
Can you believe it? Within 3 weeks, I've already started Halo 4, and I'm on my way through Halo 4.
Having played all the other three?
Mm-hmm.
Yeesh.
On
When
top
did
of
you
playing
become a completionist?
I know, right? When did this happen? This is not who I am. I am normally the guy who
I'm the guy that doesn't. I'm the guy that doesn't play the game.
I'm the guy who doesn't finish the games. And I just finished 3 in 3 weeks. That's 1 a week. That's a new record.
Whoa! And math. Holy shit! Who is this guy? Do you have a PhD? What the fuck?
Oh, no, I'm a college dropout.
Yeah, me too, buddy. I wouldn't have it any other way.
So, yeah, so I've powered through the first 3 Halos, working on number 4, and I don't know. I want to talk about them. How much did you ever play the Halo series?
You know when I was over at your house?
Mm-hmm.
That's the most Halo I've ever played.
Ever?
Okay, I played Halo 1 on the computer, but like only in multiplayer.
Really? So you never played the campaign at all?
Oh, no, I did. Well, I at least played it up to that library
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
You know the level I'm
Oh,
talking
I know
about.
the level.
That fucking level is just like go in one door, walk down a hallway, kill a bunch of shit, go in another door, open that, go back, wait, go into another door, walk down a hallway, kill a bunch of shit. And you just keep doing that like
Mm-hmm.
50 times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's all I took away from that game. I don't even remember if I completed it. All I remember is that level sucked dicks.
That level is a nasty stain and an otherwise like amazing game. And it's not that terrible of a level, but it's about twice as long as it really needs to be.
I would say 3 times.
Okay, sure.
But yeah, no. Well, see, the thing is though, like you gotta remember, it's a PC gamer, console gamer kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Console gamers, it was like their first FPS, as far as I know. And for the PC gamers, I was just like, yeah, whatever, let's play Unreal Tournament.
Mm-hmm.
It's way better, you know. So
I would say for console gamers, yeah, it was kind of their first FPS. I mean, there were definitely other FPSs um, out around the time on consoles, but
name
yeah, Halo.
5.
Say what?
Name 5
That were out on consoles
at the
before
time
Halo. Let's see. There was GoldenEye. There was Medal of Honor. There was.
on PlayStation.
Huh? Yeah, Medal of Honor on PlayStation. That was the
That
first one
long
to
ago?
shoot.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Wait, Medal of Honor. I didn't think that was an FPS.
Mm-hmm. That is very much an FPS.
All right, well, 3 more. Let's go.
Um, this one might be kind of cheesing it, cutting it a little close. Actually, these two. One of them I know for sure. That was Quake 3 Arena. That was on Dreamcast before Xbox was released. Half-Life was on PS2 at one point. I don't know if that was before or after Halo. I want to say it was before, like just before Halo.
Wait, did
And
Halo come out on PlayStation or PlayStation 1?
Halo came out on Xbox, and that was it.
Oh, yeah.
That was OG
Man, I'm
Xbox.
retarded.
So I knew it,
I don't.
and everyone else knew
Okay,
it. I was hoping you wouldn't have to tell yourself that.
that's fine. I'll be retarded. Hey, if the one thing I'm retarded about is console games, I fucking win. So,
You feel better now?
because that's not gonna. I don't care. Okay, so wait, Xbox was PlayStation 2 era.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I've got
Because
4
Microsoft
there.
does everything late.
That's
They do. They'll be late to their own funeral.
no comment. That's so I've got 4 games there. I know there's one more in there. Will you just give it to me? Would you say there was a 5th
I
one?
don't fucking know what it is.
I'm not saying you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Okay.
I'm surprised you got that far, to be honest with you. So.
Yeah. Hey man, I know my games.
You All right.
Mm-hmm.
Just
That's
take
right.
that one, put it over there.
That's right.
All
So
right.
I know my game. Where were we going with this?
I don't. I have no fucking idea. You were it all. I only started talking because you asked me a question.
Great,
You-
great. Well,
so yeah, that's that. Okay, so to get back on topic, that was the extent of my Halo. I remember. I remember that one level really well,
hmm
and I do not remember if I completed that game at all. Which that was way long time ago. Um, and also, consequently, when I wasn't really into completing games all that well. It was multiplayer, man.
Yeah,
Multiplayer was the thing. LAN parties and shit, you know?
yeah.
Counter Strike, up the ass. Out the ass. Not up the ass. you know? Um, so yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was for me at that time.
Cool.
So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can tell. I can tell you
Blood
this.
Gulch.
What? Blood
Blood
Gulch,
Gulch.
everyone's favorite map.
Hell yeah.
That was quite possibly one of the best maps ever made. Really, personal opinion. I would say.
Oh, all of those maps are like that, really good. You know, you and I had a conversation about this.
hmm
Halo's got Blood Gulch. Unreal Tournament has Facing Worlds.
hmm
Um, I'm, I don't.
What was that one level? Or yeah, that one map in Quake 3 Arena that you were pretty much in space and you were kind of like jumping around everywhere. And you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, there's like the zero G room.
I don't think it was 0G, but maybe. I didn't play a whole lot of Quake 3 Arena, but I know that every time that I saw Quake 3 played, or any time that I like of the 4 times that I actually played Quake 3, like that was the map that people chose.
Hmm.
So like I always immediately associate that map with Quake 3. I just can't remember the name of it, but
Yeah, I don't
you're
either.
like out in space. There's a bunch of different platforms and whatnot, and you're kind of like hitting teleporters, kind of send you to the different platforms and all that.
Yeah, they've all got their one map that everybody loved.
Yeah.
You know,
hmm
and it's always it. In my opinion, it's usually a relatively simple map. The overly complicated ones people don't really like.
Yeah.
Um,
Definitely.
the ones that have a shitload of teleporters and fucking ugh,
hmm
ugh.
And the other one that we had brought up was Nuketown, and
Oh yeah, that's it.
yeah, the Treyarch Call of Duty games. That's a big
Nuketown's a
fan
good time.
favorite anymore.
I love Nuketown.
It's a nice little map.
I hate Nuketown when you're getting nuked.
Yeah,
When the other team is just dominating the shit out, you can't do anything.
yeah, that is not fun.
No.
I noticed that about that yacht map in Black Ops 2.
Yeah,
Was that seemed like
it's
another
tilted.
yeah, that seemed like another small map that people were gonna kind of like hang on to and really enjoy. Hijacked, I think, was the name of the map, but um, anyway, yeah. So I don't know the best way to start this, but one of the things that I immediately noticed when I was playing through Halo uh, this last go around. So like I guess in a roundabout sense, like yeah, Halo was probably the first like true first person shooter I had ever really played, especially start to finish. And I mean, like I loved it. I had a great time with the campaign and whatnot, and I had an even more fun time with multiplayer and everything with my friends. Uh, and I like at the time, like I knew it was special, but I didn't quite understand, in my feeble, small, teenager mind, I didn't quite understand like what made Halo so special. I just knew that I really liked it, and I think playing it, now with all of my quote unquote years of wisdom in playing games, I think what it was is like you look at Halo and you look at like, I mean, not only did it legitimize FPSs for consoles, but it changed a lot of the rules of FPSs at the time, and it broke out of what they were doing. I mean, you look at first-person shooters at the time, and they were strictly like corridor-type shooters, where you're just running down a hallway shooting at like brain-dead enemies that are coming at you. It was a shooting gallery essentially. And one of the cool things that Halo did was kind of put you in this like huge open area and give you a bunch of different vehicles that you could play around with, and like the enemies were like relatively smart, and the way that they would kind of like group together to attack you really made you rely on different types of strategies. And nothing is more satisfying than when you got a group of Covenant enemies coming at you, and you throw a plasma grenade and it sticks on one of them, and they all blow up. Like that is an extremely satisfying feeling that you get from that. But
I got one thing more satisfying than that.
what's that?
Doing that to a player.
Oh yes,
Sticking that shit on their foot or something. Oh god.
my favorite was always getting it right on the face.
Oh yeah, so they see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you just like you kind of look at first-person shooters of the time, and a lot of them that we just named a few moments ago, and you look at like what they were doing, and then you look at what Halo did, and I mean, what Halo did, looking at it now, is pretty much old hat, but at the time, like none of that stuff had been done, and it was like super amazing. And like even just going back into it now, 2014, playing it for the first time since I want to say like 2007 was the last time that I like even popped in Halo to try and play it, and it still felt special. Like I still got that feeling. I'm sure a lot of that was nostalgia, just kind of jumping in and remembering the first time that I played it, but it was still really well designed, and you could still pick it up and play it and have a really great time with it. Which is not something you can say a lot about a lot of older games, especially games from like that generation where they were just kind of starting to get their footing. It's for FPSs on the consoles. So.
Yeah, definitely. It was a groundbreaking game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and you wonder, you ever think, did they know that going into it? Like, did they know that they'd be fucking, Halo 4, like later, and or did they just make a fucking game?
I don't know.
Because I used to
That's
hate Halo.
really.
Yeah, I did. I used to hate it. But it wasn't until I got older and realized why it was so special.
Mm-hmm.
And what and seriously, without Halo, we honestly don't have FPSs on the consoles.
Mm-hmm.
That's flat out facts. So no Call of Duty, none of that shit. So
Honestly, in a lot of other ways, without Halo, we don't have, for better or worse, what modern shooters are today. Specifically, Halo was one of the first games to introduce a recharging mechanic. So your shields recharge. You still had a health bar in the original Halo, but you also had your shield. And when
mhm.
you would take damage, your shield would go down first, and then your health would start to go down. And if you were able to get out of being attacked, your shield would recharge, and you kind of had like there was a reason you would want to get out of the line of fire, and like once it recharged, it would like kind of give you a chance to go back in. Whereas other FPSs, your life started at 100, and every time you got shot, it went down. So you're just like constantly searching for health packs. That recharging shield kind of gave you a little bit of a chance to kind of go up. And we've seen that mechanic kind of change into now where it's just like you get hit so much your screen starts to go all bloody and gray, and then you take cover, and then everything comes back in, and then you're good to go. It gave you a dedicated button for grenades, which I mean, you look at any shooter from that time era, and grenades were just like another selectable weapon. Like if I'm in a firefight, I wanna throw a grenade, I had to like hit the hotkey or scroll down to the grenade. Like even Half-Life 2 doesn't have a dedicated grenade button, and that seems a little
Oh
like
yeah,
yeah,
never
exactly,
even thought about that.
and that seems like well, what kind of a big deal is that? But like that can change a lot of things,
Oh
especially in a
well, yeah,
firefight.
keeping your weapon out and
Hmm.
hucking that grenade, as opposed to. I will disagree with you just a little bit. I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure Unreal had something.
And you could be right. I will say Unreal, and Unreal Tournament are those are unfortunately games I never got a chance to play. So
Right. Well,
yeah.
like I said, that's what we got, two different perspectives from the same moment in time.
Hmm.
PC, consoles, and
Yeah.
like when did Halo first come out?
2001. I don't want to say Unreal was like 99 or 2000.
Yeah, I can't remember. Oh yeah, we had. Oh yeah, we had Aliens versus Predator, Return to Castle Wolfenstein, Halo, Red Faction. That's the
Oh
game.
yeah, Red Faction.
Yeah, dude, played the shit out of that one. Good God.
Yeah, Red Faction was good. I had a lot
Oh
of fun
yeah.
with that one. That was before Halo.
2001 all came out the same year.
Well, Halo hit in November. I'm sure Red Faction probably hit before November. And if it
Oh,
did, there's number
May,
5.
May.
May. There you go. 5 games that came out on console before Halo.
Red Faction was on console?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
Huh?
Oh man, the first time I played that was on PlayStation 2.
Really?
Yeah, I've always known it as a console game. I've never knew it
Oh
had a
yeah.
PC
See,
port
I've
or
always
anything.
done it as a fucking as a computer game.
Yeah, it's funny how that works.
Oh, it's a funny old world, ain't it?
So yeah, I mean those are some of the things that Halo kind of introduced um, that you see in modern shooters. Like that is commonplace now. And at the time, like these were kind of radical decisions that they had put in the game. You know, by their own design choice. And to answer your question, I don't know if they knew like what they were making. Like I'm sure like how, how do I put it? Like you always you have a feeling that you're making something special, but you don't really know, right? Like it's special to you, it's special to the people around you, but like once you actually send it out there into the world, like you don't know if it's gonna be special. You don't know if people are gonna be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Right.
You know. I will say there's a funny story that Jeff Gerstmann always tells on the Giant Bombcast, and it was Microsoft was bringing around the Xbox and showing off Halo, and this is when he was working at GameSpot, and they showed it off to the guys at GameSpot, and like none of them were impressed because at the time they were all playing PC shooters online, and this game wasn't going to be online or anything like that, so they were all like really impressed. And I want to say it was either Ed Freeze, who was like the creator of the Xbox, or Jay Allard, who was running the Xbox division at the time. Like they pulled, the editor in chief of GameSpot aside after the meeting, and he was like, "We're showing them the future of fucking games, and these guys just don't care." So I'm sure like somebody there kind of had a feeling that they knew what they had their hands on, but you never know for sure.
Right.
So I don't know. I like all I got to say about Halo is classic, total classic, top to bottom. Everything about that game is great, minus that library level.
I hate that fucking level, dude. I can't believe that's all I took. That's all I took away from that game. It's just.
Oh man, yeah, it's. I mean, later in that game, they kind of start to kind of make you backtrack a lot, or like you end up going into a lot of areas that look the same as areas before.
Yeah.
So they kind of reuse a lot of that stuff, but that library level in particular is like, oh my god, really? So, so it took me about a week to finish Halo One, and had a blast doing that. I finished that right up. I think it was last Saturday I finished that up, and went ahead and started on Halo 2, which at the time of its release, Halo 2 was like the biggest thing since sliced bread. That was like the second coming of everything. Um, and it was met with mixed reviews. A lot of it well warranted. Um, Man, I really don't know how to set myself up for this. So the Master Chief Collection, has is released 10 years from Halo 2's release, so they gave it like a nice little anniversary upgrade, kind of shined up the graphics and everything like that.
Getting new
I
coat of
played,
paint, fresh
yeah,
wax.
yeah, fresh wax, if you will. I played most of the game with the new graphics mode intact, which is kind of funny because the original Halo I didn't play with the fresh graphics. I kind of played with the old style graphics.
Why is that?
Um, I don't know. I didn't like the way Halo 1 looked in the new graphics mode. It like
Hmm.
didn't rub well with me until about later in the game when you're in like a lot of the snow areas. It looked a little bit better, but I don't know. It just like too much was going on. Like there was a certain simplicity to Halo that like was good,
Hmm.
and the anniversary edition just kind of like beefed it up a little too much. It wasn't just I wasn't having it. Wasn't
Like it
having it.
just went a little over the top or something with it, or
Yeah, yeah.
uh,
Um, and character models just looked weird, and I don't know. It didn't feel right. Plus, since they have it set to where you can like hit a button and it'll flop back and forth between the two graphic settings, um, even with the updated graphics, it has like they're kind of still built in that same engine, so it's still kind of like runs like an old game but looks like a new game, and I don't know, it just didn't feel right.
hmm.
So, Halo 2 though, like much better. Everything looked much nicer, and I kind of stuck with the new graphics on that the whole way through. Um, did did you ever touch Halo 2 at all?
Nope,
Nope.
nope. Halo 2, 3, 4, and any other that might be out there. Nope.
Hmm.
No, not even. Haven't even really seen them. Oh, I'm sorry. I did play Halo 2 like a little bit.
Hmm.
Not and I mean like a minuscule amount. Like, went over to a friend's house that had it, and all I remember is him trying to beat this like big mech thing.
Hmm.
Um, at at what I thought was the beginning of the game. Um, but that's it.
Hmm. Yeah, I think the mech thing that he was thinking of was the Scarab, which for some reason thought that you actually like fought in Halo 2, but you don't. Like you kind of have a run in with it, and you jump on top of it and get inside of it, but that's about it.
Mm,
I don't know. I remember being like super stoked for Halo 2 when it came out, and like playing it an awful lot. And I think I was still kind of like in the dumb teenage mode where I didn't really fully appreciate what it was, which was probably for the best because playing it now, especially right after playing the original Halo, like it really feels like a subpar experience
mm.
compared to the first one and even the third one for that matter.
Kind of like they fucked up the second one a little bit, huh?
Yeah, yeah, specifically the storyline is like fucking nuts. It's like I can't even fully tell you what happens in Halo 2. Like I can give you a rough estimate of what's going on, but like at a certain point, like I get lost and I don't even know. And it's so fucked up that even into Halo 3, like I'm just kind of like, yeah, sure, that's happening, because Halo 3 is a
Wow.
direct continuation of it, and I'm just like, oh, fuck, I don't know. I know there's this thing called the Grave Mine that's like a giant plant. It looks like the Little Shop of Horrors plant, and I think it controls the flood. I don't know. I'm not sure. Really don't know. You also play as the Arbiter, which is one of the Covenant, like one of the main Covenant generals, which was like the big shocking reveal for Halo 2. And I never really had a huge problem with it, but I will say it's like super annoying whenever you first started playing as him because you're still fighting other Covenant when you play as him. So you have Covenant on your side and you're fighting other Covenant. So there's like this weird like which one's my enemy?
Uh,
Like I gotta like put my reticle over each person to see like, okay, that guy's the bad guy, that guy's that guy's on my side.
I just kill them all. Fuck it.
Yeah, right. Fuck him.
Just kill them all. Let God sort them out.
And then there were a lot of glitches in this version of Halo 2. So much so that like a lot of Halo levels will kind of like send waves of enemies at you, and like really nothing will progress until you kill them all. Um, and I had about two or three instances where like an enemy was kind of like stuck in a wall, and I couldn't see it, and I
Hmm.
couldn't do anything until I killed that enemy. Um, that's a whole other issue with like bugs in this like whole collection here that I'll get into later. And then the last thing that really kind of grinded my gears was Halo 2 has boss battles. And I know that doesn't sound like too odd for a video game to have boss battles, but they were like really subpar and not that great. And instead of having like a really awesome warthog chase scene at the end of it, you just get this like really shitty boss battle with like the big brute.
Hmm. I have never been a fan of boss battles in FPSs
Yeah,
ever.
that's kind of yeah, that is one genre that doesn't lend itself very well to boss battles.
No, you can't. I don't know. It makes you have to have a degree of spatial awareness that I don't have. In first person shooters.
Yeah,
Um, like I don't know. I can't really describe it. I think that's why I don't like Dark Souls.
really.
Yeah. I don't like having to fight fighting a single enemy is hard. Like a single hard to beat enemy is harder for me than to fight off like waves of enemies.
Hmm.
For some reason, I don't waves of easier to beat enemies. I don't know. I don't know why. I guess it's
Right.
the patterning or something like that. It's
Hmm.
um I can't. I don't. I don't do it. I mean, I can. I can do it, but I just don't do it very well.
You would prefer the mowing down of um,
Yeah.
multiple enemies as opposed to like one enemy that, you know, requires a certain strategy.
Yeah.
Not just you create your strategy to take out the horde. You have to take it out this way.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know what it is actually. I mean, you would think, um, that I would be able to overcome that, but I have never been able to. I mean, I'm just not that great at it. That's why so yeah, I'm not so keen on boss battles in FPSs.
Hmm.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird now that when you think about it, because I've played FPSs so much. Um, you would think I'd be good at it, but I guess I don't learn. So,
Well, but I mean, you also think about it like not a whole lot of FPSs have boss battles. I mean, like a lot of them will have like a quote unquote final boss.
right,
But most of the time, that's just like the one giant enemy that you got to take down.
right,
I mean,
like Doom.
yeah, like Doom, Wolfenstein. Duke Nukem had quite a few boss battles.
Yeah,
Um, you know, but even like what was it, Half-Life and whatnot, that really only has like the one boss. Um, you know,
well,
and
it's got the helicopter,
mm,
and
yeah, I guess you could consider that like kind of. I mean, a lot of that though was just like that was kind of the beauty of Half-Life was like it kind of sets up all those battles like just puzzles,
yeah,
um, in the way that you need to approach them. But
yeah,
and I mean like Halo 2 only has like two, maybe three boss battles, like not really that big of a
no,
difference compared to other FPSs, but specifically like Halo 1 ends with like this really awesome warthog chase scene, like trying to get out of the Pillar of Autumn before everything blows up. Halo 3 ends with a huge warthog chase scene that's like super awesome, and it's like Halo 2 just ends with like a really shitty boss. Like, like let me run through the boss battle for you. It's this like circular platform that has like 3 levels to it, and you're fighting the brute. Um, he's got this like giant hammer, and he has like a shield around him, and you got what's his face, Johnson or whatever, shooting him with a sniper, and takes the shield out. So you have to wait for Johnson to take the shield out, and then you can shoot at him. Well,
Fucking Johnson.
yeah, and like I swear to God, I banged my head against the wall 10 times, like trying to kill him, and like each time, like I either got like blindsided by something or another, and like it was just frustrating to no end. And then like the 11th time, I just kind of went in, and I think I was like dual wielding needlers and just like laid in on the triggers and just sat there, while his shield was down and killed him like in a matter of minutes. And I was like, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And then it was like, end credits or end scene, end credits, thanks for playing. And I was like, fuck.
Thanks for giving us your money, sucker.
Yeah. Yeah, and luckily, like I'm playing this with a collection that has all the other games, so I can just jump right into Halo 3. If this would have been 2004 again,
Mm.
and I just spent $60 on this, I'd be fucking livid. So, yeah.
So you think like with the boss battles, you think they were just like trying that out to see how well received it would be?
Um,
Does it kind of give you that vibe?
Maybe because yeah, like Halo 1 didn't really have any boss battles. Um, you know, yeah, because there aren't that. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be that because there's really no other reason for for those battles to be like set up the way that they are. Like I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that's how they do things, right?
Mhm.
You
I
know,
mean,
they
yeah.
try something and it didn't that people didn't like it and you can go back to the way it was.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Well, and having just finished Halo 3 today, there is one boss battle in Halo 3,
Mm.
and it's like it's pretty retarded. Actually, it's not really even a boss battle. But yeah, Halo 2 overall pretty subpar, especially when you put it next to the other two Halo games. Really, the shining aspect of Halo 2 was its multiplayer, which we'll get to a little bit later. I started Halo 3 last weekend, and um, I don't know. I played this game. This is probably the most recent one that I had played back in like '07, '08, and it looked great. It was one of the first games I had had for my 360 when I had a 360. The storyline's still kind of fucked because it's like playing off of what Halo 2 started, and that whole thing is just a mess. Like don't even try to worry about it. They changed a few things here and there, but for the most part, it's like it's essentially it is what Halo 2 probably should have been. Like I said, it only had one boss battle, which you destroy 343 Guilty Spark, that little floating thing that guides you through the library, if you remember
Yeah.
that.
Did that thing talk to you?
Yeah, nice little British accent.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very slowly coming back. I'm fighting it though.
um, Yeah, I literally just finished this game today, and that final Warthog scene still holds up as like one of the best of any game, really. Final level, because you're driving through on a reconstructed Halo that hasn't been finished, and it's like falling apart around you and everything. It's a really neat sequence.
Hmm.
And I just started Halo 4 today. I haven't gotten that far into it. Um, kind of, I'm liking Halo. I'm liking Halo 4. It feels like Halo, but it also doesn't feel like Halo. So I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about that next week or something like that.
Hmm.
But the other thing I wanted to talk about with Halo, the Master Chief Collection is the multiplayer package that came with it,
Nice.
and it is awesome and it is awesome fun and terribly frustrating at the same time.
Oh, would
Specifically,
that be because it's a multiplayer game
no.
online?
Well, yes, but specifically, this game has been out for a month and a half, and the matchmaking is still kind of fucked up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's been a huge problem since they released the game. I'm not 100% sure exactly what happened behind the scenes when in development, but it's been pretty busted. I mean, you can wait anywhere from 2 to 15 minutes to get a match.
Wow.
You know, and when it released, there were supposed to be dedicated servers. Those aren't up yet. Right now, it's still just peer to peer. So if you're playing against people and whoever the host is decides to quit because he's losing, like suddenly the whole game just shuts down or has to migrate hosts, which doesn't always work proper. Uh, Not all the modes are present. In fact, until just today, they didn't have Halo One multiplayer, or they didn't have a Halo One multiplayer playlist. Halo One multiplayer was you could play games from that game in like Team Slayer or Big Team Battle. But if I wanted to just play Halo One maps, like there wasn't an option for that until just today when I turned it on.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, multiplayer is like kind of fucked up. It's getting much better, but um, it's still a lot of fun. Like when it actually does work, when you're actually playing. I've had a lot of great matches. You were over, last week or whatever it was. Um, I mean, it's a lot of
Oh yeah, when I handed the controller back to you and you
fun.
started ripping the guys that were just annihilating me, dude. I sucked balls at that game so bad. Oh,
Yeah,
no good at it.
you're all right. I've seen
No, I'm not. Don't even sugarcoat it, dude. It's no good. It's no good.
You're all right. You just need to learn how to play on a controller. I know that sounds sacrilegious. Yeah, sacrilegious, but
Nope, never gonna happen, bro.
um, yeah.
I mean, I'll never try, dude. I'll play platformers and shit all day.
Hey man, you cut your
Ooh, yeah.
teeth on Gotham
Huh?
City. You cut your teeth on Gotham City Imposters on a controller, and you got pretty good there for a little bit.
Yeah, but that game, come on, man. That game is super forgiving, though.
Oh man, trust me, Halo can be just as forgiving.
Ugh.
Especially Halo One. Halo One is like really kind of like all over the place.
Dude, this game is like. Well, yeah, Halo 1 probably is as far as collision detection and shit.
Hmm.
But, yeah. That's alright. I'll keep coming over and watching you play. It'll be good.
All right. But yeah, like I said, like when the multiplayer does work, which is about like 75, 80% of the time, it's just as fun as it's ever been, you know. And Halo multiplayer is definitely much different than like your Call of Duty multiplayer or your Battlefield multiplayer or your Counter Strike multiplayer, what have you. That's not to say that it is necessarily better than any of those, but it has its own place. And just growing up on Halo multiplayer like that, it's really cool to kind of go back to that, especially the Halo One multiplayer because on Xbox that wasn't online, so I only played those maps with friends of mine. So it's really neat to kind of get in now and play those maps with all different types of people, and constantly have a community to go and play different maps and different game types on those maps. It's really cool.
Hmm.
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 Hmm. So, um, yeah, that's all. So we're like what, 40 some odd minutes into this?
I don't know.
45 almost minutes into
Who's
this, and I'm just now done talking about Halo.
counting? Are you done though? Are you done?
Well, I still got Halo 4 I got to work on, so
Yeah.
that'll be for another time.
I want to come over and play that game. Well, watch you play that game.
Which one, Halo 4 or just
Yeah.
like any
I
of
want to
them?
see. I want to see like the first one and then the fourth one.
Okay,
I want to see the contrast in them.
all right,
Um, but yeah,
we can do that. We'll do that.
yeah, it'll be fun.
We'll watch it as it progresses through the years. It'll be good. It'll be a good time.
Yeah.
Um, so with that,
So, did you play? Did you play any other games?
I did.
Did you
I
beat
signed
it?
up. What?
Did you beat it?
Not necessarily. So I went ahead and I signed up for a GameFly account because I'm fucking nuts. I don't know. Um, I figured it was a good way to, check out games on my new Xbox One without having to
Yeah,
pay
yeah,
six
yeah. You got
dollars.
an Xbox One. Nobody gives a shit.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Anyway, first game that came in the mail through GameFly was Titanfall.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
that wide.
That wide.
That game's
Um,
that fun, huh?
it really is. And it was so weird too because that was not the first game that was in my queue, but it was the first game they shipped to me because it was the highest availability, and like I was kind of getting pumped. I wanted to play it and try it out, and I had played a little bit of it on PC when Origin was like running a free weekend on it, and I was just looking at like forum posts and whatnot, and people were like, "Yeah, I paid $60 for it. It sucks. Nobody plays anymore." And I'm like, "Fuck, this is gonna suck." I was like, "This is really gonna suck, man. I don't want to play this." And I got it, and I popped it in, installed it, like went in, and like the community is still there. Like there's still a lot of people playing that game, which is great. There's a lot of different game modes, which it didn't ship with like a bunch of different ones, but there is now. And it's like it's as tight and precise as a Call of Duty, but it is much more mobile and nimble in its movement and its controls, and it's just like I can do what I want to do in that game. Like nothing holds me back from what I want to do in that game, and it's almost like fucking amazing how the battles play out and like how good it feels to fight in that. And then like the Titans, you know, like the extra level of strategy that they add to a match is just fucking nuts, man. I don't know. Like I'm having a great time with that game.
Really?
Yes.
How long are you gonna have it?
Until I send it back. You've got to come over. You got
What
to
are you
play
doing this
this.
weekend?
I don't know yet, so you got to come over. You got to play
it's like Thursday, bro.
it. I live life day by day. I have no idea what I'm doing.
I live
um,
I live my life a quarter mile at a time. I don't know why that popped in my head. I hate those fucking movies.
um, yeah, like I don't know how else to put this, but like when I play Call of Duty and shit like that, like I'm normally kind of like bottom of the leaderboards. Like I kind of suck. Like I have a good time and all, but I kind of suck. And just playing Titanfall, like I can make it top three. I can make it number one like almost every match and whatnot. And
Ooh,
it's literally,
hacks,
huh?
hacks,
Are you accusing me of hacking?
hacks.
Really, asshole? Um, yeah, it's just like, and I mean, this is from the guys who made Call of Duty. This is from the guys who made Call of Duty what it is today. Um, yeah, it's really great. You got to try it.
Okay, I'm
You got to
sold.
check it out.
Do it right now.
All right, come on over. This podcast is over. You just come on over. My only two things that I don't really care for. The campaign is pretty much useless. Um, it's an online campaign, and essentially, like, it just has like little cutscenes that play uh, before like a match starts, and then like during the match they have like people coming in over the radio and talking. Um, but I'm like so focused in on like what the match is, like what's going on in the match, that I have no idea what the hell's going on in the campaign. So the only nice thing about the campaign is that kind of switches between team deathmatch and hard point, back and forth, back and forth. So, um, like that's the only cool part about it. Outside of that, I don't give a shit about the story because I have no idea what's going on. And then customization is a little lacking compared to like a Call of Duty. Um, in fact, I'm like damn near level 20, and I have yet to find a reason to switch from the gun that I've been using since the start.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is kind of, that kind of sucks in the sense that like I don't feel like I'm upgrading and like trying to find, new weapons, because it's like that weapon is so good, like I don't need anything else.
You
So,
know, I do that in games though.
yeah.
Like I do that in games on purpose. Like unless I need to like blow something up,
Mhm.
half the time I'll stick with the pistol.
Mhm.
You know, I think I said that when I was over at your place playing Halo, dude. I was like, just give me that fucking pistol, dude. Um, because well, at least in Halo One, dude, it was broken as hell.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, it had a scope on it, dude.
Oh, dude,
Fucking
it's hilarious when you play Halo 1 multiplayer online, and like, I mean, nobody uses like anything else besides the pistol, the sniper
right.
rifle, and the rocket launcher. Like those are the
Yeah.
three guns. Anything else, you're wasting
Anything
your
else is
fucking time.
bullshit, dude. You know.
Yeah, and like,
Um,
yeah.
but yeah, no, I do that though, because well, I mean, like a lot of times the pistol ends up holding. You end up having being able to hold the most ammo.
Mhm.
You know, and usually end up with a relatively large magazine.
Mhm.
So you can shoot a good amount of times and hold a lot of ammo. What else
Mhm.
do you need? You
Right.
know, like okay, maybe if you had exploding bullets or something, but you know, whatever.
Some of them newfangled bullets.
Some of them new bullets that have rockets on the end of them. You know, so when they shoot it, it like goes so far and then shoots off and fucking they shoot subsonic. They're shooting subsonic, supersonic bullets. So
Subsonic, supersonic.
yeah, they come out of their subsonic and then the rocket engages and they become supersonic.
That's the coolest thing I've ever heard.
And before they get to you, they fly up to space and they dock with the space station, which sends a beam down, which sends a beam down to you,
You're
and
so
then the
full of
bullet,
shit. That doesn't happen.
and then the bullets on the end of that, okay, and then that comes crashing down on your face, and then you die.
You're so full of shit.
That happened. I saw it.
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah, fucking Black Ops 2, man.
So
Bullshit.
yeah, that's Titanfall. I'm having a great time with it. You got to come over and check it out. It plays awesome. It's good time. It's good time, yeah.
It was a good
So,
time.
so with that, almost being a complete hour of me yakking away, which is gonna be awesome whenever I do the audio version of this, because I love hearing myself talk. Love it.
Yeah, yeah, you do.
Greatest joy of my life is hearing myself talk. Kyle, did
I
you
don't
play
mind
anything?
hearing myself talk anymore. I used to hate it,
Mm.
but then we started doing this project, and yeah, you know, I didn't even think about it. We've been recording for like 2 years now.
Mm-hmm. Just about. We had a bit of a break there for a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, you had a kid,
Mm-hmm.
you know, so like,
Yeah,
you know, shit happens, right?
Yeah, I don't mind hearing myself talk. It's like my little idiosyncrasies that drive me nuts. Um,
Your own idiosyncrasy,
yeah.
idiosyncrasy.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. It's shit like that. Um, it's my it's my it's my likes, it's everything like that. It just drives me.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So Kyle, did you play anything this last week, 2 weeks?
Nope.
Nope.
And we're done. See you guys next time.
All right.
No. I've been playing League
Yeah.
a lot.
League of Legends.
Uh, that would be the League. That would be the League of
The
Legends.
League of Legends. So Kyle,
The
give me
League of
give me
Legends.
the League of Legends update.
This is this is now the League of Legends hour. League of Legends.
Sorry.
What was that?
I was like trying to do some music and then I realized that I was about ready to sing some copyrighted music, so I had to stop.
Oh, okay. Okay, so League of Legends has got some new stuff. Got some
Yeah.
new champions.
Yeah.
Um, we got a champion released. Her name is Callista. She's got uh, she's got one thing about her. It's called martial poise, meaning, and it's like when she starts her auto attack, she can't stop it. Okay, but if you in the middle of her auto attack tell her to move somewhere, at the end of the auto attack, she'll dash over there.
Hmm.
Okay, so she's like, and it's a short dash. It's not like all over the place, but she's very interesting in that if you get her speed up a bit, you can pretty much just hop around all over the place around people.
Hmm.
And I've seen you're fucking with my head.
I'm so
Uh,
sorry.
I've seen people that are good at her play her like that and be able to just dance around people and shit. And I can't do it. I think she sucks ass. But she's kind of cool. She's got an ult that's supremely useless,
Hmm.
and that she'll like soul bind with you, and then you'll go, and then she'll go running in, and then you guys will like both go running in, and she'll like draw you to her, and then you can dash out and knock people up and stuff. And every time I've been with a Callista, they always end up fucking me up with that. Because like I'll run in and engage, and then she'll suck me out of there, and it's like, God damn it! Um, I fucking I can't stand it. Um, So yeah, I don't really like her. Then they just a couple days ago had Rek'Sai come out.
Where do they get these names?
I don't know. Well, Callista's not so weird,
Callista's
but
not too off
well,
base.
but yeah, but they've got like
Rek'Sai.
Vel'Koz and Rek'Sai and all this shit. Um, but yeah, Rek'Sai came out and she can like she's like some fucking monster looking thing, and she can like burrow tunnels all over the map and then run around the map like really fast. And her ult is that she can port to any one of those tunnels.
Hmm.
So I've only played with that champion a handful of times, but man, she has got some serious map movement, dude.
Hmm.
like like literally going from the top lane in Summoner's Rift to my team going wreck size on the way to bot lane, and we're like, okay, and bitch is already there, dude. Seriously.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like by the time my team has told me that she left the top lane, she's already in our faces, dude. It's fucking nuts. So yeah, she's got some damn movement, and she seems to be like a late game champion. She doesn't beginning of the game, man, we could tear her up, but late game, she's a fucking beast. So
Hmm.
she looks like she'd be kind of fun to play, but I don't. Since I play support, I don't. I won't get to play her much.
Hmm.
But they've got. Let's see. They've got a new game mode. It's called the Legend of the Poro King for the Snowdown this year, and that's pretty neat. It's on the ARAM map. You 5v5 blind pick. So you get to pick your champion. You get to ban 3.
Hmm.
Um, and then you go in there, and everybody's got the same summoner abilities. They can throw a little Poro, which a Poro's a little fuzzball-looking guy. He's a little fur ball with a big tongue,
He's a trouble.
kind of like a dribble, except he's got a face.
Trouble's on
Um,
my face. What?
huh?
What?
Tribbles don't have faces,
No.
but Poros do. So then you can throw a Poro at him, right? And if the Poro hits somebody,
Hmm.
you can hit the ability again, and you'll go dashing in on them. Okay, you'll port right to that person. All right, which could be a detriment or a benefit. You get to decide. Um, because you don't have to do it. You can just hit them with it.
Hmm.
And if your team hits the other team 10 times with the Poros, they summon the Poro King, which is a big ass Poro on the map that does AoE damage and auto attacks things and has an AoE heal.
Hmm.
Okay, so he can be a huge benefit to you or against you because the other team can summon him as well. And he dies relatively easily. Um, but the match is pretty fun. We've enjoyed it so far. Now we gotten into um, less actually playing it like a serious game and more just fucking around.
Yeah.
Okay, because that snowball port I found out when my friend took Fiddlesticks. Now Fiddlesticks is a champ. He's a scarecrow. What?
Where do they get these fucking names?
Fiddlesticks. I don't
Oh,
know. It makes
oh,
sense.
fiddlesticks.
Fiddlesticks. He's
Fiddlesticks.
why would he be called Fiddlesticks? I
I
don't know.
know, right? That's what I'm asking.
It fits though. So like anyway, he's like a scarecrow champion, but his ultimate is that he winds it up for a second and a half, okay, and then he ports a short distance and does AOE damage, heavy AOE damage for like 4 seconds, 3 seconds, or something like that, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So this is what I told my buddy Dwayne to do when he played Fiddlesticks. I was like, dude, if you can hit him with a snowball, wind up that alt, and hit the port again, you should go zipping across the map with your alt on and end up right next to him with your alt on.
Hmm.
And he was like, "Holy shit, that might work." And then he did it, and it's fan fucking tastic, dude. It is the coolest thing ever, man. And dude, the first time he did it, I told him, I was like, if you could pull all that off, I'll kiss you, dude. And it was funny because when he did it, I died. And then
Hmm.
when he did it, I ran over to his desk and I just shook his hand. But at first, he was like, "Get away from me, motherfucker!" It was pretty good. Um, but yeah, dude, I'm gonna have to show you. I gotta record it so people can see. This is the best, dude. He hits that alt, lands that fucking lands that snowball, dude,
Snowball.
and just goes screaming across the map with this big AOE right behind him, dude. It's like, motherfuckers! Dude, it's so good. And I was laughing like hysterically when I saw that, dude. When I was losing my mind, dude. It was good times. It was good times.
Nice.
So yeah, if you're playing the Snowdown, you gotta fucking check that shit out. Try that fiddlestick. That's gonna get Fiddlesticks banned.
Rightfully
Fiddlesticks.
so.
Well, yeah, it's powerful, dude. That's gonna get Fiddlesticks, Galio, Nunu, anybody with an AOE
Hmm.
like that band. Dude. Oh, Blitzcrank. I was
Hmm.
playing. That's when you text me earlier. I was playing Blitzcrank.
Oh, okay.
Um, in that. Oh yeah, dude. History. That match. That was a Snowdown match that went for like I want to say like 30 something minutes, dude. I was it went on so long, dude. It was 39 minutes. It went on so long. I didn't have very good score, but I was 19, 30 and 30. Okay. I had a person on my team who was 33 and 20.
Hmm.
We had 109 kills to 104 kills, dude. As far
Damn.
as the teams are concerned. Yeah, dude, it was so stupid. We were just killing each other left and right, dude. I had a Heimerdinger that had
Heimerdinger.
five. Yeah, Heimerdinger had 5 Rabadon's death caps. I had a fucking Zareth who had 5 Rabadon's death caps, dude. It was fucking stupid, man. League players will know what I'm saying. Don't worry, you won't
Yeah,
get lost for
sure.
that.
What? This is fucking speaking in tongues, man.
Yeah,
Heimerdingers.
Heimerdingers,
Heimerdingers.
Lucian.
Get
I
your
even had a black guy on
Heimerdingers.
my team, and we still lost. He couldn't even steal the victory.
Oh man, awesome. Any other League of Legends musings?
I get the sense that you want me to quit talking about League of
No,
Legends.
it's a legitimate question, asshole.
No, no, it's okay. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I know I've done my fair share of talking about League of Legends. So. Nope, that's it. I ran it all down. It was pretty quick. So
Sweet deal.
check out that Snowdown, dude. That shit is a fucking blast.
All
It's
right.
fun times. You won't. I know you won't.
Well, I mean, I would actually have to boot up League of Legends, and then I've known that in so long, it would probably have to update for years on end.
You'd be updating for like 6 months.
By the time it finishes updating, it'll just have like another 10 updates that it needs to do. So, whoa, hey, phone went off.
Blonk.
I love
Uh-oh.
when it does that.
Was that an Apple phone?
Nope, it's a nice little Android.
Good.
It sucks though. I wish I had my iPhone back.
Fuck that shit.
All right, well, I guess that's gonna do it for this show. We're about an hour and 5 minutes in. We're pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty
Fuck
good.
yeah, that wide.
Fuck yeah, that wide. Yeah. So the next time we record, it'll be probably December 30th, give or take. I think we're gonna go ahead and do a Game of the Year episode. What do you think, Kyle?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm upset because I know my game of the year, but I haven't played it because it's too expensive and I don't want to pay all that much money for it.
Well, if you're gonna call it your Game of the Year, you're gonna have to buy it. Them's the
Sure.
rules. Anyway,
I don't even know what my game of the year might even be besides that game.
well, I guess we'll have to find out next time
Yep,
on the
I
next
might play
episode.
it this weekend. So.
So yeah, I think not next week, but the week after the holiday, we'll do a Game of the Year episode, and I think we'll have some special guests on to discuss it with us and everything. So stay tuned for that. To close out this episode, Kyle, is there any music you want to hear from any of the games that we talked about today?
No.
You just want to